Good, steamy, sultry start to September. This is GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day and seasonal forecasting at its finest since 1982. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is the daily video forecast discussion for a hot opening to September 1st, 2015. Temperatures and dew points are in the upper 60s to low and mid 70s across the region, and the air mass is, well, it's tropical. High pressures in control. The latest from WeatherONOke.com and digital atmosphere software shows the backdoor cold front to our north and west, but high pressures in control of the entire forecast region. And if you're still off this week and not going back to school or work yet, and you're still on vacation, for the beaches of New York City and Long Island, basically a low risk of rip currents today. Lightning threat none. Seas around 1 foot. Water temperatures upper 70s. Generally sunny skies. Max temperatures around 82. North winds becoming southeast in the afternoon. The next high tide at East Rockaway Inlet will be at 10:18 a.m. this morning. And for the New Jersey and Delaware beaches, sunny skies today. Temperatures in the mid-80s. North winds becoming east in the afternoon at around 5. That's very light. Surf 2 to 3 feet. Water temperature 75. The UVI index about 7. Current risk is low today, however, you know what to do. Lightning threat none today. The next high tide at Belmar will be at 9:51 this morning. Pollen from ragweed, chenopod's, and nettle will continue to be on the high side right through the week. Ultraviolet index for the week will be on the medium to high side. And on the aviation and weather deck today, current fog around the region dissipating or shortly after sunrise, and VFR conditions for today. MVFR possible later again tonight into early tomorrow morning. Wind should be basically from the northwest after sunrise, remain very light throughout the region. Upper level ridging moving overhead. It looks like a prime setup for well-developed sea breezes this afternoon right along the New Jersey south-facing beaches here, or eastern-facing beaches here, especially around Atlantic City and Millville, the Delaware Valley as well. The sea breeze should dissipate near or shortly after sunset, once again leading to mostly light and variable winds. VFR conditions in place for Wednesday, some morning fog and stratus. Thursday and Friday, basically VFR. Shower and thunderstorm are possible each afternoon with periods of sub-VFR conditions in that. And there could also be some fog at the cold front moves through the region, moderate to high confidence. Saturday returns to VFR conditions across the region. Right now outside of Newark, it is 77, dew point 66, humidity 69%. Wind is northwest at 5, and basically VFR conditions in place. Philadelphia right now this morning, 75, dew point 67, humidity 76%. Wind is almost due west at 3, visibility 7, basically clear skies. A few to scattered clouds around the region today with VFR conditions in place. And in the Atlantic this morning, we have Fred, which is continuing to move further to the northwestern, away from the northwestern Cape Verde Islands. Maximum sustained winds are now at about 65 miles per hour, and present movement is towards the northwest at about 12 miles an hour. Central pressure 29.44 inches. Tropical storm conditions will continue to affect portions of the northwestern Cape Verde Islands within the warning area for the next few hours, and wind speeds atop of the windward islands, or windward sides of the hills and mountains, often 30% stronger than indicated. Seas, rough sea conditions will gradually subside today, and Fred moves further away from the Cape Verde Islands. Rainfall will be diminishing across the northwestern Cape Verde Islands this morning as Fred continues to move away from the islands. The next advisory will be issued by the National Hurricane Center at 11 a.m. this morning, and its track looks like it's going to stay well out into the ocean and probably dissipate. Forecast charts from the Weather Prediction Center. High pressure in control of our forecast today, tonight, tomorrow. Hazy, hot, humid weather for September. Not abnormal for this time of the year in El Nino year, so this is not abnormal at all. It's, we've had many beginning starts to September and even the middle parts of September which have been quite warm, so this is not really too much of an outlier. We're going to have a backdoor cold front approach on Thursday night and Friday. The winds will shift from the current southerly direction out of the northeast and east. That's going to cool down the atmosphere and dry the atmosphere out as we head into the big holiday weekend. I don't know what happened there. And from that point, this holiday weekend absolutely looks spectacular with high pressure in control, lower humidity, and lower temperatures near normal in the low to the mid-80s, which is normal for this time of the year. You couldn't ask for better weather for a holiday weekend. Labor Day weekend 2015 going to feature lots of high pressure, cooler, drier air into the region. And this is going to continue right through Monday, the official holiday itself. and into Tuesday, too. So when you're going back to school or whatever. Next 6 to 10 days, still a continuation of above normal temperatures across most of the eastern United States, near to below normal precipitation. The warm wedge is going to continue along the eastern seaboard for the next 8 to 14 days, taking you to the middle of September. Really, I've looked at some of the charts that don't see this pattern beginning to shift to the east coast until probably later in the month of September, so if that occurs. So we could be dealing with quite a warm period for quite a while here for the month of September. Not a bad continuation of the summer of 2015. And the next 8 to 14 days featuring just slightly above normal precipitation across this area here, probably less so across our forecast region. So for everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Welcome to September, folks, 2015. Enjoy it out there if you're still away on vacation. You couldn't ask for more splendid, perfect weather conditions, even though it's hot and humid this week. This is a fine summer week indeed. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Have a spectacular day. We'll be back in video form tomorrow morning.